Cristiano Ronaldo is excellent, but his score is a 4. And Messi, he score a goal, okay, but he is more organized. Then I say, okay, both is fantastic, but you cannot compare. It's different style. To me, no doubt, Messi is the best player.
I just can't shake this feeling. Cristiano Ronaldo and Real Madrid, reunited in an epic cry.
The one you'd most like to end up with as number one. Which record? Golden balls, for example. The most golden balls in the history of football.
There's no denying your impact. You won the Champions League. You made the difference. I see myself in you, Vini. I, too, have felt the sting of being wronged. Ronaldo's emotions echo across the world, as Messi's presence seems to follow him everywhere. We've witnessed how insecurity can masquerade as arrogance, how fragile dreams can shatter even for the greatest. Messi, with his fairytale passes and effortless grace, never needed the spotlight to prove his worth. His humility remains one of his greatest strengths, captivating the world not with words, but with the beauty of his game. At 40, Ronaldo still seeks validation, his emotions laid bare in TV studios. Some see his tears as a weapon, masking an uncomfortable truth. He despises losing, especially to Messi. A perfect storm of emotions. On one side, an unsettled Cristiano. On the other, a Real Madrid entangled in controversy, crying foul over referees they once benefited from. This is a lesson in humility. One fights to be recognized as the greatest through words and frustration, while the other quietly rewrites football history with elegance, letting his game speak for itself. As a child, I was told that those who constantly proclaim, me, I am the best, often battle an inner void. Meanwhile, those who let their actions speak, without ever needing to declare their greatness, are truly special. If you've made it this far, drop an emoji in the comments. I want to know who's witnessing this storm of CR7 and Madrid emotions. And at the end of this video, you'll uncover what Florentino Perez is doing behind the scenes to shape La Liga's outcomes. I struggle to understand how a player of Ronaldo's stature has reached this point. Over the years, this obsession has become unhealthy. I try to grasp it, but I simply can't. Messi turned the Santiago Bernabeu into his personal stage, a player revered worldwide. Their rivalry defined an era, Madrid versus Barca, Cristiano versus Messi. The intensity was unmatched. I loved playing at Camp Nou. They booed me, they insulted me, and I thrived on it. The tension was electric. A historic rivalry, one for the ages. I've been his translator at a few award ceremonies. Ronaldo has always treated me well. I hope we'll see our numbers again, but I know it won't be easy. The rivalry with Messi seems to have weighed heavily on him, shaping his emotions over the years. He has shed tears like the French after the World Cup loss, like Real Madrid when Barcelona closes the gap in the league. It's a storm of emotions that sometimes defies logic. Cristiano Ronaldo proudly calls himself the most complete player in football history. I'm the best, period. The numbers speak for themselves. I haven't seen anyone better than me. I'm strong, I'm fast, I jump high, I take great free kicks, and I'm an excellent header of the ball. But is being a complete player just about scoring goals? True completeness in football goes beyond stats. It's about vision, leadership, dribbling, playmaking, decision-making, and the ability to shape the game beyond the scoreline. A truly complete player isn't just about scoring goals. It's about dribbling, creating opportunities, providing assists, having a broader vision of the game, being decisive, leading a team, and influencing matches beyond just numbers. Meanwhile, Ronaldo, now in the Saudi Pro League, confidently claimed it was better than MLS, where Messi plays. But does it really matter? First, it was League One that didn't count. Now it's MLS. Why does the conversation always shift? CR7 thinks more about Messi than his wife, one fan wrote. At this point, I don't know whether Ronaldo or Antonella thinks about Messi more, another joked. The numbers are there, as Ronaldo himself often says. But numbers tell their own story. Messi, with fewer games, has a better goal contribution average. Messi has 379 assists to Ronaldo's 257. Messi is widely regarded as the best playmaker in the world. Want to talk about individual awards? Messi has 8 Ballon d'Ors. But now, some claim the award has lost credibility. though it had plenty when Ronaldo won it without a Champions League. They once said Messi would never win anything after leaving Barcelona. Yet, he lifted a World Cup, a Copa America, another Ballon d'Or, and became the most decorated player in football history. Meanwhile, Ronaldo struggles to win in Saudi Arabia. And perhaps the greatest lesson in humility is this: when one has to constantly declare themselves the best in history, the game itself might be saying otherwise.
¿Eres el mejor jugador de la historia?
Yo creo que sí, sinceramente. Yo no vi nadie mejor que yo. Pero te digo de corazón.
No, joder, no. Estos son tíos con un ego terrible, malcriados, los dos, el entrenador y él, y entonces son tíos que no ven la realidad como tú.
Cristiano, enhorabuena. Acabas de ganar tu 6º Balón de Oro. El mejor jugador de la historia. Te intentarás menospreciar, que solo metes goles, que solo la empujas. 6 balones de oro.
Meanwhile, Messi, upon winning his 8th Ballon d'Or, simply said, "I never played to be the best or to win individual awards. I just played because I loved football."
Estás ahora el mejor jugador de la historia después de ese premio.
Bueno, como dije siempre, no sé si soy mejor de historia o no, y tampoco es algo que me lo pregunte o me interese, entre comillas, ¿no? El hecho de que se insinúe o se diga que puedo estar entre los mejores, como se dice, para mí ya es un regalo.
The whole world recognized Lionel Messi's greatness, celebrating his 8th Ballon d'Or with him. That's cinema. That's a lesson in humility. It's a reality check, one that must sting for some, but of course, some still try to defend Ronaldo. At least he believes in himself, they say, as if self-belief alone rewrites history. When arguments run thin, they claim the Ballon d'Or has lost credibility, yet the Globe Soccer Awards in Saudi Arabia, which can reportedly be bought on TikTok, remain unquestioned. An award created by Ronaldo's former agent, Jorge Mendes, with heavy backing from the Arab world, conveniently justifies why Ronaldo wins every year. Despite achieving little in the Saudi Pro League, even players like Shuni have won more titles on Arab soil than Cristiano. And now, his latest claim to greatness: his headed goals. Yes, he's a phenomenal header of the ball. But what about that goal? Messi rising higher than everyone, scoring in front of him? That one's for the history books. What history will remember most, however, isn't Cristiano's headed goals, but his tears, his struggle to accept the passing of time. Today, he resembles a YouTuber more than a footballer. I've always admired Ronaldo, but I can't understand this final chapter of his career, filled with resentment and bitterness.
Settled. Is it done?
It was never a debate. Ronaldo's nowhere near the level of Messi. Messi is the greatest player of all time. It's not even close.
For me, Lionel Messi is the best, not just of this era, but of every era.
Who's the best player of all time?
Messi.
Messi. Siempre Messi.
If you're talking about a debate between Messi and Cristiano, well, I'm sorry. Much as I admire Cristiano, and he's a wonderful, wonderful footballer, and a truly brilliant goal scorer, when it comes to actually comparing them as footballers, there isn't a comparison. Messi's probably the best dribbler we've ever seen. He's also probably the best passer we've ever seen, and he sees things that no one else has ever seen. And his goal-scoring numbers are up there with Cristiano as probably the greatest, you could say the greatest goal scorer I've ever seen, but Messi's numbers are very similar. So I genuinely, much as I admire Cristiano Ronaldo, I think he's absolutely fantastic. Who would you sooner watch?
I will go with Leo. Although I respect Ronaldo a lot, I respect the amount of work he put into the game, the amount of dedication he has. But Leo is just a freak. I don't know if you have seen Ronaldo doing what I'm about to tell you about Messi, and I played with a lot of good players. We're playing like a 7v7, like halfway line to the goal line. Yeah. You know the usual, I do a foul on you. The bosses sometimes don't call the fouls. And you'll usually turn and you go like, what, that's not a foul, you know? You turn and like, no, it's not a foul. And like, oh, it's not a foul. No, it's not a foul, play on. Yes, man, I've never seen that before. He will go like, what, it's not a foul? From that discussion, he will run. Go to the goalkeeper, say, give me the ball. Meanwhile, this is Barcelona's training. So if he has to go all the way, he has to pass Yaya Touré or Busquets or Puyol or Rafa Marquez, whoever is playing.
This is what I'm saying.
1-0. I don't know a lot, of people that can do that.
No.
And that's where, for me, Messi has a little thing above everybody else.
Cristiano Ronaldo is excellent, but his score is a 4. And Messi, he score goal, okay, but he is more organized. Then I say, okay, both is fantastic, but you cannot compare. It's different style. To me, no doubt, Messi is the best player.
Pero si está loco, si este tío es un imbécil. Es un enfermo.
Even Florentino Perez saw Ronaldo's decline and made the difficult decision to move on. In response, Ronaldo dropped this bombshell: "I left Real Madrid because I wanted something different in my life. The president accepted my decision, but during negotiations, he didn't treat me very well. But I understand, he always does that." In the end, Messi never needed to proclaim himself the best, the world did that for him. Meanwhile, Cristiano continues to scream, cry, and blame FIFA, desperately trying to convince someone, perhaps even himself. He once admitted in an interview that he had always been a sore loser since childhood. Now, it's clear why losing to Messi is so unbearable for him. The numbers are there, Edu. Yes, Ronaldo, the numbers are there, but they include more than just goals. They reflect all aspects of football: individual and collective trophies, best player awards for club and country, dribbles, free kicks, assists, and much more. And in that full comparison, Messi surpasses Ronaldo in every way. That's why Ronaldo clings to one last hope: his goal tally. The obsession with reaching 1,000 goals has become a running joke, and even he admitted that he dislikes the way people react to it. "I want it to happen naturally," he said, acknowledging that his own fixation has turned into an internet meme. Meanwhile, Real Madrid has now officially lodged a complaint with the Spanish Football Federation, RFEF, and the CSD, blaming the referees after their 1-0 defeat to Espanyol. According to them, their opponents should have received a red card for a violent tackle on Kylian Mbappé. Ironically, the very player who avoided punishment went on to score the winning goal. At the end of the game, Barcelona chose to stay silent on the controversy, but internally, they were surprised by Real Madrid's reaction. Barca firmly believes that refereeing decisions and VAR results have historically favored Madrid, making their outrage seem ironic. "I don't recall Real Madrid ever filing a formal complaint about refereeing decisions in matches where they benefited," one fan pointed out. "They only cry foul when they lose, despite being the team that gains the most from these decisions." Madrid has long mastered the art of applying pressure, ensuring that decisions go their way. With the most resources at their disposal and the most favorable treatment from officials, they remain the boldest in claiming unfairness. The referees never help them, at least, that's the narrative they push, because they know that, ultimately, the rules always bend in their favor. Now, as they feel their grip on the league table slipping, they resort to dishonest tactics, hoping to manipulate referees in their favor moving forward. Some fans even suggest that Florentino Perez's latest strategy is a calculated attempt to pressure officials and influence future results. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's continue spreading good football. Real Madrid has always played by a different set of rules that seem to shift conveniently in their favor. Now, as they watch their lead in the table slip away, they've resorted to their usual tactics, pressuring referees and shaping the narrative to work in their favor. Fans have been quick to call out this pattern. They only complain when they lose, yet they've been the biggest beneficiaries of refereeing decisions for years, one fan remarked. Now, they're crying foul just to make sure future calls go their way. Florentino Perez's latest maneuver could be a strategic move to put referees under pressure, subtly influencing decisions in Madrid's favor as the season progresses. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's keep spreading the love for good football.